Good evening, students. This is Ma'am Fuentes. In this video lesson, you will learn and understand the factors of perfect square trinomial or the PST. The perfect square trinomial is a special polynomial consisting of three terms. A perfect square trinomial is created by multiplying a binomial to itself. Two of three terms in a perfect square trinomial or a perfect trinomial are the perfect squares. They can be used to solve quadratics by completing the square, and there are three terms in perfect square trinomials. The three terms in perfect square trinomials are the quadratic term, the linear term, and the constant term. The quadratic term is the first term of the equation, the linear term is the second term of the equation, and the constant term is the last term or the third term of the given equation. In perfect square trinomial, you will recall that the square of a binomial results in a perfect square trinomial or PST. That is, x plus y squared is equal to x squared plus 2xy plus y squared, and x minus y squared is equal to x squared minus 2xy plus y squared. Reversing the process gives x squared plus 2xy plus y squared is equal to x plus y squared, and x squared minus 2xy plus y squared is equal to x minus y squared. Kung mapapansin nyo, pinagbaliktad lang ang dalawang equation. Nauna ang x plus y squared, then yung pangalawang equation is x minus y squared. Magkaiba sila sa sign, then yung answer nila na perfect square trinomial ay binaliktad lang sa pangalawang example. Nauna na ang perfect square trinomial dito bago ang square of binomial. Dito sa nauna ang square of binomial bago ang perfect square trinomial. Tandaan na ang square of binomial, pag sinabing binomial, dalawa, tapos squared, so may squared sa taas. Pag sinabing perfect square trinomial, pag trinomial, ibig sabihin nun, tatlo. Understood na yan na tatlo. Then, masasabi mo lang na perfect square trinomial kung ang equation ay may squared. Then, this suggests that in factoring perfect square trinomials, the result in the square of a binomial, the first term is the square root of a first term of the trinomial, and the second term is the square root of the third term of the trinomial. It is important to check if the given trinomial is really a PST. But before we check or we use the FOIL method, let us all familiarize these three steps in factoring a PST. The three steps in factoring the perfect square trinomials or the PST are: number 1, get the square roots of the first and last terms or the quadratic term and the constant term. Number 2, use the sign of the middle term of the trinomial between these roots. So, gagamitin natin yung middle term or yung sign ng middle term ng trinomial. Then, the third term is raise the binomial obtained in step 2 to the second power. I-apply na natin itong 3 steps. The given example is factor x squared plus 14x plus 49. We will apply the 3 steps in factoring the perfect square trinomials. The first step is that get the square roots of the first and last terms. So, the first term is the x squared, then the last term is the 49. We will get the square root of the first term and the last term. the square root of x squared, then we will put an equal. So 49, to get the square root, put both sides as square root, then cancel this squared and cancel this square root because square root is equal to squared. Now get the values of x, or get the x, then find the square root of 49. The square root of 49 is positive and negative 7. Now, we have the first step. Next is use the sign of the middle term of the trinomial between these roots. So, gagamitin natin ang middle term or sign ng middle term, which is positive sa ating factor. So, ang factor natin is x is equal to positive negative 7. Tingnan natin. So, our factor is x plus 7, since ang gagamitin natin ay itong equation or itong sign, yung sign ng middle term. So, x plus 7 times the quantity of x plus 7, then x times x is x squared. Next is x times positive 7, positive 7x. Positive 7 times x is equal to positive 7x. Then, positive 7 times positive 7 is equal to positive 49. Now, we will use the combining like terms. But before that, let me remind you that the law of exponent in multiplication is addition. Kaya nagkameron tayo dito ng 2 kasi may exponent itong 1 dito at 1 din dito. Then pag minultiply mo ang x sa x, ipa-plus natin ang exponent. So x squared plus 7x plus 7x plus 49, we will use the next step, which is combining like terms. So copy the x squared, then plus 7x plus 7x. They are like terms, like numbers, like signs. So, copy the positive sign, then add the number, positive 14. Then, copy the x, the variable x. Then, the law of exponent in addition is copy. So, you don't need to add the exponent. Just copy the variable and the exponent. Then, positive 49. As you can see, our answer here is equal to the given equation. So that our factor is correct. Para mas maintindihan, yan po ang process ng FOIL method. Sunod-sunodin lang simula sa F, O, I, L. So, FOIL method. Then for another example, factor 49x squared minus 56xy plus 16y squared. The solution is 49x squared minus 56xy plus 16y squared is equal to 7x minus 4y squared. This is the square of binomial. So, this is the square of binomial. Then, if we use the FOIL method, we can use this factor. So, 7x minus 4y squared is equal to 7x minus 4y times the quantity of 7x minus 4y. Equal lang po yung dalawa. Kasi may squared tayo dito. So, pag dinoble mo ito, equal lang din. Then, we will solve using the FOIL method. The FOIL method is the first term to first term. So, 7x times 7x is 49x squared. Remember that our law of exponent in multiplication is addition. Kaya may squared tayo sa x or may exponent tayong 2 dito sa x. Then, next is the 7x times 4y, negative 4y. 7x times negative 4y is negative 28xy. Next is the I, which is the inner term, the negative 4y times positive 7x, which is negative 28xy. Then, the L, for the FOIL method, L stands for last term to last term. So, 4y or negative 4y times negative 4y is equal to positive 16y squared. Remember that if we multiply negative to negative, the answer is positive. And if we multiply negative to positive, the answer is negative. Positive to positive, the answer is positive. And positive to negative, the answer is negative. Then in this situation, in combining like terms, we will, as you can see, this is negative and this is negative. Kanina, sa multiplication, pag magkaparehas na negative, magiging positive. Pero pag magpa-plus po tayo, pag magkaparehas silang negative, ipa-plus natin sila, pero kakopy natin ang negative sign. Kaya, naging 49x squared minus, ikokopyahin natin yung negative, pero ipa-plus natin ang like term. So, 28 plus 28 is 56. Then, copy mo ang x and y kasi hindi naman tayo magpa-plus ng exponent pag addition. So, 56xy plus 16y squared. Kung makikita nyo or kung pagmamasdan nyo, magkaparehas lang or kaparehas ng nakuha nating answer ang given equation. Okay. Thank you for watching. Hope you understand the lesson or the video. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask me. Mabait po ako. Thank you.